There's a concept in the law called constructive possession. That usually applies with gun cases and drug cases. If you're pulled over, if you're stopped on the street, and the cops find a gun or some drugs on your person, there's really not much you can argue other than the fact that you didn't know they were there. But in constructive possession cases, that's where the gun or drugs weren't found on your person, but they were found nearby. So for example, there was a couple individuals in the car and a gun or some drugs are found in an area of the car where everyone had access to. And constructive possession allows prosecutors to charge everybody in the car as long as the criteria they could have known it was there, they exercised control over it, and they intended to exercise control over it are met. And these are kind of the fuzzy cases because there's room for innocent people to get convicted, because just because you hop in a car, that doesn't mean you know everything that's in the car. Usually prosecutors have to rely on circumstantial evidence showing that the defendant in fact knew it was there, intended to exercise control over it, and actually did exercise control over it. Sometimes the prosecutors can actually submit the gun or drugs for DNA testing, because basically anything you touch, you leave behind skin cells. So if they take a pupil swab, which is a swab from someone's cheek, compare it to the DNA that was found on the object, prosecutors could say, hey, look, this defendant actually touched the object. Therefore, they knew it was there, they intended to exercise control over it, and they actually, in fact, did exercise control over it. But if DNA isn't there, or if there's only a minor amount of DNA that could have gotten on the object from something other than the defendant actually touching the gun, provides us defense attorneys a lot of wiggle room to make creative arguments. Constructive possession cases are really fun, and we often get acquittals.